Welcome to Temu.com, the home of knockoffs, fakes, cheap stuff, and apparently very expensive things as well. Today, my mission is very simple. I'm going to be searching for the most expensive Temu tech. I'm going to regret this decision in about 30 seconds. $268 for Temu Caviar? This is 8 ounces of Osetra Caviar Imperial. A men's leaf pattern luxury 2-piece embroidered suit. I think if I look this cool, everyone will know that I'm a richy rich who shops on Temu.com. You know what? They say shop like a billionaire. What the little fine print says is you actually need to be a billionaire to afford the really expensive stuff. Wow, okay, so the most expensive tech item is just an ROG desktop. PS5 Slim, it says direct from Sony. But the thing is, it says direct from Sony, but as soon as I click into it, provided by and shipped by Crab Apple Tech. Last time I checked, Crab Apple Tech was not the secret code name for Sony Inc. There's no reason for the scooter to cost $2,000, like at all. Like that just looks like a regular scooter. A 45-ton log splitter that costs $8,400. What will we do with a log splitter?
Split logs.
Are we steam powering our cameras, perhaps? A couple years ago on Mystery Tech, we tried a sauna. And if you know anything about Austin Evans, you know I'm a pretty big fan of sitting in the sauna. A little sweat never hurt anybody, a lot of sweat will kill you, but it's somewhere in the middle, make you feel real good.
You can use your Z flip while you're
A full-size violin. Well, if you have watched the channel for a while and decided to subscribe or anything like that ding-ling, you'll know that I am a virtuosic performer of all instruments. Everything I touch, I turn into beautiful, beautiful music that will make you weep tears of sadness and of wishing that you brought earplugs in or noise-canceling headphones. But I think for $108, this feels like perfect to find out, can I play a Temu violin? So with that, my friends, I have everything I need to place a very substantial order on Temu.com. I'll see you on the other side when all this random nonsense shows up. Welcome to POV Temu Tech. You're the table. Welcome to Temu. All right, let's see what we got. This is a lot greener than I thought it was gonna be.
Wow, that's some Bob Barker looking.
Oh boy, this is wow. Luxury quality. Okay, and thankfully I have some very boring pants. What the? Oh, no, never mind. Oh, they're very boring. No, they're not. Can I just do a little check here?
Baggy's in, man.
Welcome, my friends, to Temu.com,
Oh my
the
God.
premier online destination for all your expensive, fancy things. You may have shopped like a billionaire, but how about you become an actual billionaire by buying dropship nonsense from Temu.com? As you can see, I am dressed for the occasion in Temu's finest attire, which cost a mere
$153.
Wow.
I look like I'm at least got $153 in my bank account. I will say, I feel like I need a hat of some kind. I'm not sure what kind of hat I need. Now that I have successfully outfitted myself in Temu's finest, why don't we take a closer look at why is this an Amazon label? Well, if you sign up for my marketing course on how to make lots of money, I'm gonna steal this idea and sell you stuff from Amazon on Temu for only a small markup, 'cause profits. These are all ice packs because when you make an investment in your own happiness like this, then you want nothing but the best. This, my friends, is actual, legitimate caviar. As you can see by the condensation and by the fact that I don't want to hold it too long because it's very cold, it's very cold. This is not no fake caviar. This is the real thing. What's caviar again? Behold, my friends.
Oh wait, no, this is not a spin top, dude. This is.
I don't know.
Do
you think I opened my own caviar? The LTT screwdriver, available for many things, including opening your caviar, apparently.
Also for rich people like us.
Are we missing the fact that there's like a caviar tool that exists in life and we just don't own it? I'm getting hungrier by the minute.
I'm about to be very angry.
Oh my God, you did it.
Huh?
Can you dent
Oh.
the eggs? The caviar is ruined. Oh, I'm going to have to talk to Smithers about this. Oh God, this smells bad. This is what caviar smells like? Okay, iFixit tools to open the caviar.
The thing is that, like, this is what iFixit kits were made for, right? Oh,
Yes, of course, of course. What if there's no caviar in here and they just think that it's so hard that people are gonna like keep this in the fridge and forget about it? For the record, we're not doing this as a bit. We can't open the caviar. This is actually like legitimately a difficult.
okay.
Damn it. Damn it. Wait, what if I take a second hammer and you claw at my hammer? Wait, do you need like a can opener for it?
Maybe you just need to use your please and thank yous. Oh. I think
Okay.
I got it.
Is it? Yeah. Wait.
Oh, ew.
Oh, that's sure.
It's the forbidden quinoa.
Could you just please refresh me on how many ounces this is and how much we paid for our Temu caviar?
This is an 80-ounce,
80.
80-ounce tin of caviar. It is $270.
All right. You can have the richer one.
Thank you, I appreciate it. All right. How about like that much? This is probably like $10 worth. Cheers, my friend.
Cheers.
Your face.
I actually kind of like that.
I looked up the average prices for caviar.
Yeah.
So this is Austera caviar. Apparently,
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but the average price will be at least $80 an ounce.
Boy, are you?
Still eating that.
What? It's good. Are you kidding me?
I have an idea of what might make that a little bit palatable.
Cheetos.
All right, well, maybe some of that will help.
You want to put it in the toaster?
No, I think we should put bread in the toaster, actually. I think
yeah.
it's probably more
Yeah.
helpful. So, because we are sophisticated, there's caviar all over my hands, sophisticated Temu shoppers, we know that it is not just a thing that we're going to purchase caviar, which is why we have a beautiful, incredible touchscreen toaster.
We have like 8 toasters in the office now.
We can do a toast off. Now I will say, this looks really like fancy and cool on the listing, but now that we've got the box, it's a very generic white box that looks like it's probably supposed to be $20.
We're gonna eat our very fancy caviar with freaking buttermilk bread. What is wrong with us? Jesus.
It's finally aged. and
It's not a baguette.
It expired a week ago. Is this a touchscreen or is this just capacitive buttons? Dude, look, you can see. It's literally gonna be just like a regular, it's like capacitive touch. How much was it?
$50.
I mean,
50 bucks is mid-range. Stop eating that. Oh God.
I need wine.
Behold, my friends, the supposedly touchscreen toaster, which I have a strong suspicion is not a touchscreen toaster at all.
It says bread pudding, but it's just like a
just
piece
bread?
of toast.
Oh, you know what? Okay, actually, well, that's not touch. This is touch. Grain in muffin, English muffin, waffle. I want bread.
Yeah,
Okay.
We need this to be light so that the char doesn't conflict with the taste of the.
I like that it does have a countdown. It shows you're going from light to medium, and it is, in fact, hot. Although the problem is that you really can't judge a toaster by the first time you use it.
Don't judge a book by its cover. Can't judge a toaster by the first time you use it.
That smells like burning plastic.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, that bread's probably not good to eat. Toast. Be careful you squish it, because as you do it, you see all the caviar eggs like
you're
crack.
like popping up.
Yeah, okay, so what I just learned, don't do that. Actually, that's pretty good.
Yeah, there you go.
Why is that so?
I hope it's not fragile.
I also hope
There's
it's
a-
not fragile.
There's a sticker.
So, as you likely know if you've watched the channel for a while, I am a man of many talents. Some might argue it's a little unfair to the world that I could just be so talented and so good at so many things. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how good I am. This is a violin. And as someone who has never
God.
played a violin a second in my life,
It's a violin.
I'm gonna show you
think
how.
you could play the violin?
You just take the violin, you put it on your collarbone, you hold it out, you take your other arm, you take the bow, I know that's what it's called, you do it, and then you go. While this was expensive by Temu standards, I would argue not that expensive by violin standards. Ooh. Behold my friends, the Temu violin. Oh look, for beginners, the notes, the chords. This is a chin guard. I've seen these on TikTok.
What? What kind of TikToks are you watching, dude?
Like the violiners. Point out a single time I've ever been wrong about anything. Is this really what the bow looks like? I've never seen a bow before. It's very like
It's not like
soft.
it's not like the hunting bow. It's supposed to be.
the violiners are gonna be real mad at me for this video. Oh, that's not bad.
Good beginner violin should cost around 500, give or take.
Oh, and this was how much?
110.
So for $110, what could possibly go wrong? How do you do the shoulder thing?
I think you need to put some resin on it.
I didn't see
what?
any in here.
Wait, you're trying to tell me that my Temu violin didn't come complete? What, I need resin? What happens if I don't resin the strings?
I don't know, it probably sounds bad.
Wait, let me just try. Let's just try here.
All right.
Okay, I'm tuning it. Why is that? Wait, is that string supposed to be on the side?
No. Maybe that's what the resin's
It
for.
makes no noise. What am I doing wrong?
You got chalk or something? I don't know.
What about some caviar to lube? Can I just point out the fact that it's all the right color except this part? They just forgot to stain it.
All right, I rosined our bow, and I'm gonna do this before Austin does because he probably will do an even worse job than me. Woo! We're getting there. At some point, it'll be a full song. Cool, we did it.
Yay.
Just loop that over and over again, and some version of music will happen.
Oh yes, my hi-fi dots. So, as a sophisticated shopper on Temu.com, I don't want to use fake AirPods. Please, I can get my hi-fi dots. The packaging, I will say, pretty nice. This does seem a little bit more premium. Even got a magnet. Ooh. Oh my God, it's heavy. This is like made out of metal. It does look nice though, I will say. It's got like a very sort of shiny finish, but it almost looks like kind of like automotive paint. It's got a little bit of like speckle in it. So if I push the button, oh my God, that's cool. I feel rich as hell. You know what, the earbuds themselves actually look okay. They have like small stems. So they have a large number of other ear tips as well as a nice little USB-C cable, which is color matched to my suit. I'm in full noise cancellation mode. Let me experience the hi-fi dots. No. They're bassy. They actually don't sound that good. All right, I'm gonna download the feature. Oh, good Lord. The app has a 1.9 star rating.
These wonderful headphones were $190.
So we're talking like basically the same price as something like Galaxy Buds 3 Pro, some of the Sony like Link Buds, AirPods, like this is like the real deal. So let me actually try to see if I can EQ them and get them to sound a little bit better. These feel incredibly premium, but we're evaluating these as $190 headphones that I bought on Temu. The EQ does allow me to kind of clean that up a little bit, but it's still like you're lacking a lot of sort of fidelity in like the high end, and especially in like the mid-range. It's sort of very like, it's not even like a scoop, it's just bass. I can't justify that for $190. They just don't sound good. Temu, this ain't it. No, don't throw that.
Here you go.
So thank you for carefully setting our Sony a7S III on the table. But we did not buy this from Temu, oh no. We have an accessory which is paramount to delivering the finest of optical quality.
Ha, I get it, para mount.
A 420, nice, to 800 millimeter super telephoto zoom lens for all SLR cameras as long as you can mount it on your camera. This is an old school zoom lens. It's the extending ones. You know what I'm talking about? Like the old school ones that would go like, This is the kind of stuff that you see at like, you know, football games or, you know, races or whatever, or people who take photos of birds because they're weird. But this is significantly smaller and also it looks adorable. Oh my goodness. It looks like a little like 70 to 200. Pulls out. I'm gonna stop doing that motion. Okay, so there's no aperture control. So you've got to just entirely change the shutter speed. So I'm now going to record, almost in focus. There we go. So what you would normally want to do with this is you actually want to put it on a tripod. So I'm trying to hold it steady. That's gonna be a little challenging. So now that I'm on a tripod, it should look significantly more smooth. I mean, you can see that I've got a lot of details. So if I wanna say, look at, oh wow, look at the bloom. Okay, so I'm gonna try to sharpen up a little bit. So that is a quite tight shot of that plant. But if I unlock it, I can now zoom in. We're from 400 millimeter to 800. Now do you notice how as I do that, the image gets way darker. See, I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out. So you see it looks fine. We actually now are getting sort of vignetting. So this is not really truly a full frame lens, which makes sense. So for context, this is what it looks like at 800 millimeters. I'm very, very far away. Hi Matt, what's up?
What are you wearing?
This is my expensive Temu episode. We ate caviar earlier.
Honestly, this is not terrible, but like,
It's not terrible.
it has a weird,
Vintagey look.
yeah.
Especially look at it when you point it toward the blue light. Look like it is incredibly poorly sort of like corrected. So you see like the whole frame gets blue, especially when you zoom it in a little bit more. So for context, right now we're on our normal camera at 16 millimeters, which is a very wide angle. If we cut over to the Temu lens, you'll see this is what it looks like at 420 millimeters.
The depth of field is like
Is it like this shallow?
a hair.
Now, how much was this incredibly fancy Temu lens for our Sony A7?
$50.
Actually, not bad. You're not gonna be able to follow me at all. You're not even gonna. What are you zooming in on, Matt? Hey, what's going on over there? Hey, my eyes are up here, buddy. Ah! Why is it so heavy? Also, what is TUV? TUV? All right, this is a jazz. One jazz.
Yeah, aren't you jazzed to see it?
Behold, my friends, the Jazzercise 9000. What did I buy? What is this? What?
That's not what it's
Oh, this is not a jazz. This is a keyboard with a screen. The idea with this is that it is a supposedly nice mechanical keyboard, and you will actually get yourself a secondary display. You also have a little nice dial, got an on-off switch, Mac versus Windows. So essentially what you can do is you can plug this into your laptop or whatever, and you could have like, I don't know, a widget, Discord, some small thing on the smaller display in front of your actual main one. So on Mystery Tech a little while ago, we looked at a couple of the free writes, which were interesting concepts, but the problem was that they were just like typewriters. And my big problem with them was that they were very, very limited. Now, obviously this doesn't do anything until you plug it in, but at least it has actual functionality. So we have a USB-A, dual USB-A to female. I'm not sure unless we need more power. We also have a USB-A to USB-C and a key puller and a pen. Oh, stylus. It's a touchscreen? Oh. I like the clear keycaps. It's definitely a bit of a vibe, but let's see what it actually sounds like, shall we? Woo! That might be one of the creamiest keyboards I've ever typed on. So I'm going to plug this into a laptop, which feels like the right way of doing this because, I mean, you could certainly use this with a desktop setup, but I feel like to me, this is almost a little bit more of like a portable kind of guy. I don't know, let's see. So my laptop is on. Now I'm going to turn on the display and see what happens. Theoretically, the display will actually light up as a second monitor, but we'll see. Oh. I don't have two USB-A ports side to side, do I? You know what? Maybe this isn't meant for laptops that have dual USB-A ports and it's meant to be used with a desktop. If we use a USB-C dongle though, that might actually get around it. So this does have two USB-As, so we're gonna go 1 and 2. Oh, it works! That's very strange. It took a long time to work, but it now works. So it's a really small display, and I will say that it's a little bit, like, even though it's technically like 1920 by 480 or something, yeah, it doesn't look sharp. It almost looks a little soft. The G key doesn't work.
Oh.
Aww. Oh, that may have fixed it. Okay, cool. Anyway, let me do a typing test, shall we? 90 words per minute, my very first try. This is a nice keyboard. Now, I'm not sure if it's the type of switches or what. I will say I was having a couple of like duplicate key presses, maybe because the actuation's really very high on the key. Like you only have to like barely depress it before the key is actually registered. The spacebar barely works now. So maybe our Temu keyboard is not of the absolute highest quality, because I will oh my God, yeah, you think? I think I figured out my problem.
Well, it could also be that we've been tossing around the box quite a bit.
I would almost think it's probably worth it to like double check each and every one of these keys. I mean, they're hot swappable switches, but make sure that every single one is like fully inserted. That being said, with the key puller, I was able to fix both the space and the G key, which were a little bit sus. How much was this thing?
It was $160.
I don't think that's crazy, if I'm honest with you. I mean, the keyboard alone feels like a solid, like, $100 keyboard, maybe? And the fact that you've got the screen, it all works. Now, this whole goofy nonsense to plug it in is a bit of a downside. I wonder if I maybe use like a higher, maybe like a USB-C to C cable or something and plug it directly in, it might have enough power. This thing, typed like a billionaire. Oh, okay, that's big, that's big. Don't do that, don't do that. Okay, all right. When I saw this on Temu, I have never clicked add to cart faster, and I wish I had one of these in my house.
What are you, a like 70-year-old man?
No, look at his jacket. What do you think he does with it?
This, my friends. Look at this. This, oh wait. Oh no, there's there's a lot of assembly, isn't there?
Yeah.
This is a Protable steam sauna.
Protable?
Protable, P-R-O-T-A-B-L-E, not portable.
Okay.
On Mystery Tech a number of years ago, we tried a Amazon sauna, which was a small tent with a very warm light in it, which is definitely designed for you as a human to sit inside and sweat. This takes it to a whole new protable level by shrinking it down so that you can be comfy and get a nice sweat. Hello, my friends. So I have successfully gotten myself into the sauna. It is already really hot in here and I've not even turned it on yet. So thankfully I have a little remote. So let's find out. I'm gonna turn it on and hopefully I don't get burned. I also have my clothes on in here, so this is a bad idea. What does the screen say? Because I don't know. There's a little like tube that's connected to the sauna that's supposedly gonna start dumping stuff.
It says P960. I don't know what that means.
Is this sus? Should I not do this with my feet anymore? So for some reason on this side, there are a couple of areas for your legs. And I don't know why that would be a good idea in any way whatsoever. Okay, so the steam is working now. I know this because I accidentally touched it and it was hot, like, you know, steam should be. Now, if you want to see what it's actually like, I guess the only problem is that all the steam is escaping through my face, so I feel like it's just constantly fogging my glasses up. So the steam just comes out through a little pipe, and I was touching it while I was waiting for it to come out, and it went from like completely cold to boiling hot instantly. So I touched it, 3 seconds later I touched it again, and my finger's now burnt.
What the hell?
As you can probably see, it's nice and toasty in here. The steam is steaming like crazy.
I like how it has udders.
Those are for your legs or for other things we're not gonna talk about. How much was my Temu Austin Steamer 9000?
$75.
Can you not fiddle with that?
This is the Wizard of Oz character you didn't know about.
I don't know what you're looking at right now, but I'm sure it's a
Completely unfair representation of what I look like at the moment.
Thank you very much for watching, my friends. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, ring-a-ling that ding-a-ling button, and stay tuned. Austin, cooking himself part 2, coming soon.
Oh my god.
So,
Oh my god.
I feel nice and toasty.